Hello, I am Wael Yahya, Certified Financial Technician Expert from the International Federation of Technical Analysts. In this video, we will apply the classical technical analysis over the short term for Mullen Automotive. As usual, we will start with the major structure over the monthly chart. And we can see from the first glance that we do have a huge explosion of the volume. It was almost near the $6 billion in March. And let's have a look through the ratio scale so that we can see more percentage details over the long term. And the picture became very clear this way. We do have a monthly resistance around $15, and this monthly resistance stopped the rally of the stock several times, maybe around 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the opposite side, at that time it had a very important support around $1.46, and it is lurking around this level for the time being. Again, we should notice the huge volume on March, or in March. It was historical high volume, near $6 billion in 1 month. This huge volume came near a very important support zone around $1.46. So its location and the timing was very, very, very important. Now the support is being tested for the time being, and we notice that over the previous 3 months we do have some volatility, increased volatility, but we also do have a lot of shadows, a lot of shadows to the downside, and they are considered long shadows. These are an indication of increased volatility over the short term, of course, but they do also show that there is a kind of support around the $1.46 areas. Although the shadows are digging deep towards 60 cents or 75 cents, but at the end, by the close of each month, it was all time around $1.46. So these are signs of support succeeding to absorb the selling pressure over the medium and short term. Okay, we do see some hanging man here. We do see some hammer candlesticks here, and its timing is also very important because it came around the monthly support. What we do look for is that a close above $1.46 is very important to have a positive outlook for the stock over the short and the medium term. Now let's go check the long and the medium term picture over the weekly chart. Here we can see the increased volatility made up for important resistance levels over the weekly chart at $3.70, and it made a very important support over the weekly chart at 60 cents. So this increased volatility, its upper boundary created a top and its lower boundary created a bottom, and now a type of consolidation in between taking place, and it may drift into a trading range which is divided by the monthly level at $1.46. So for the time being, we do have the stock in some kind of consolidation, and the volatility began to decrease bit by bit, slowly, week after week. What we do wait for is a decisive break above $1.46 and weekly a 2-week close above $1.46. If this took place on a relatively considerable high volume, we do expect to open a virtual trade by going long. What I mean, do pie. We will search for a virtual pie signal with a medium term target around $3.70 and a long term target around $15. And this is a very, very, very important stock to be under the microscope over the short and the medium terms. So keep in mind, do not take action in the stock before it returns above $1.46, and do not do any virtual trading of any type until the return is confirmed by at least 1 week close. It's preferred to be 2-week close. If you want to be aggressive, you will just wait for 1 week. If you want to be conservative, you will wait for 2 weeks. Now let's jump into the short-term details over the daily chart. We see here it got stuck into a kind of trading range below the daily short-term resistance around 168 and above the short-term support around 95 cents. So do not try to speculate the stock in this area. The consolidation is better to be avoided in virtual trading. Do not do a kind of a race between you and the stock. Just have some patience, wait for the break above 146, and in order to avoid such volatility which can give false signals, it's better to wait for a decisive break above 168, which will confirm and give a clear vision that the 146 is broken and the break is confirmed. So in order to gain confidence and have some trust that Mullen managed to break above 146 and the break is valid, we should see another close above 1.68. If this is the case on a relatively higher volume, then it's okay, and the risk will be moderate or low with the targets as we have just written few seconds ago. In that case, it will be a good virtual trade on the long buying side. For that time, keep watching the stock on daily basis, and I think if it managed to do this bullish scenario, I think we will do a good virtual trade in this stock. That's it for now. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe in our channel. Thank you so much and see you soon.